Gandules Guisado, or in English, Pigeon peas stew. I'm using natural ingredients. And remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create Gandules Guisados or Pigeon peas stew. So what I have here is a can of Pigeon peas. It's a little bit over a cup. I would say about a cup and a half, maybe a cup and 3/4. If you use the dry ones, then you have to soften them using the softening process. But I have a can that I had here for a while, so I needed to use it. In addition to that, I got some tomato sauce, which I grinded a tomato. I don't like to use can. I like to use things natural, 100% natural. I got a potato, half a potato to be more specific, peel, cut into pieces. I have pumpkin, just a handful of pieces. I keep I don't peel them because I don't want them to get mushy. I want them to stick. I have some salted pork to add some flavor to it. If you don't like pork, you can, or any meat, you can skip it. If you prefer to use beef, that's fine. If you, for example, cook a steak and you want to cut the fat, you can use the fat of the steak instead. I'm going to have some garlic, about 3 teeth, mince them, 3 teeth. I have some coriander, just a little bit of coriander, fresh oregano, a little bit of turmeric, salt for my taste, and I got some sofrito, which I have a video on how to make it. One of my most popular videos, as a matter of fact. But if you don't have sofrito already preserved and ready, you can use, a little bit of red and green bell peppers, a little bit of onions, some garlic, and cilantro, and that should be sufficient to create your sofrito. You're also going to need some oil. I'm going to use annatto oil. I have a link in my description. It takes about a minute and a half to prepare using annatto seeds, but if you don't have it, just use your regular extra virgin olive oil. Heat and medium high. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add some of my annatto oil. You don't need a lot. Let it up for a little bit. Add some of your salted pork or beef fat if you happen to have it, or you don't add anything. And move it around for a few seconds. Sofrito. Or whatever you're replacing it with, which I explained during the description of the actual ingredients. If you don't have any sofrito, you create your own on the spot, as I described it earlier. This stuff smells delicious. Garlic, just to have an extra garlic taste. You don't want the garlic to burn, so you do this for a few seconds. Then you add your tomato sauce. One tomato, grinded. Turmeric, just a little bit. I don't use sazon or any of that stuff. I just create my own. Coriander, oregano. See how beautiful it's looking? Pumpkin. And what I did with the potatoes, I apply a trick because it takes a while to soften, and these pigeon peas are already soft. So what I did was I boiled these potatoes for about 7 minutes. They're not quite ready, but the process has been accelerated. So I'm just going to add them now. Mix that with all the flavors. Then you're going to add the pigeon peas or gandules. See how beautiful? And now it's time to add the water or the broth. I'm using stock, actually beef stock, but you can use water. And I'm using 3 cups. And what you want them is you want them to boil first. And when it starts boiling and stuff, you're going to reduce the heat to medium or notch or 2 below medium. Now, as soon as it starts boiling, you're going to give it a taste because you want to know if you need some salt. And you do in this case. So you add your salt now. To your taste. Stir a little bit. Give it another taste. And if it tastes good to your flavor, all you do is reduce the heat to about medium. And you're going to cover it, but before you do that, let me explain something. You know this is done once you come and you start pinching the potatoes with a fork or whatever. I'm using a little pick. And you start pinching also the pumpkin. When they're soft, that's ready. Because once again, I'm using gandules or pigeon peas that are already soft. I reduce the heat already, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this baby. I was keeping the stuff away from me the handle so I don't hit it by accident and burn myself.